The global M1 supply, which includes all the money in circulation plus travelers' checks and demand deposits like checking and savings accounts, was $48.9 trillion as of November 28, 2022. According to Visual Capitalist, that publication estimated the total value of the M2 supply to be $82.6 trillion, according to Google.com and GoBankingRates.com. However, multiple other websites vary from $8 trillion to $125 trillion. Therefore, an actual fact check is very hard to calculate due to so many people's interpretations, counterfeiting, and dates websites were created, and the application of who has the most money to put whatever ad in front of your TV, what are you going to click, what's in front of your monitor. However, we do know that in 1960 there were roughly 3 billion people, and today there is nearly 8 billion people. Think about that. $1 trillion can create 1,000 billionaires. 1,000 billionaires can create 1,000 millionaires. How many hundreds of thousands of dollars could go to people from just $1 million? It doesn't matter because of greed. Elon Musk has $180 billion. Jeff Bezos has $114 billion. Larry Ellison, $107 billion. Warren Buffett, $106 billion. Bill Gates, $104 billion. Mike Bloomberg, $94.5 billion. I propose that all of these people didn't want to help people, didn't want to share the wealth. They were too concerned about knowledge and control that they didn't care about anything other than control. And because they have all of that money, I just want to say $1 trillion can create 1,000 billionaires. 1,000 billionaires can create 1,000 millionaires. How many hundreds of thousands could go to people just from $1 million? If everyone's Superman, who's Superman? Fear hype. It doesn't matter because of greed, or is it due to the population doubling worldwide over the last 70 years? Placement, layering, integration. I think the president is in cahoots with Russian ruler Vladimir Putin, and this is why. Neither one of those men are leaders. Both of those men are in it for the business, the money, and the control, or that's what it appears to be. These two individuals are a face. Not their title, they're a face, okay? They represent something. Like everything represents something nowadays. I think the goal of coronavirus was to hypnotize an entire nation when everyone was laid off. People went home and assumedly watched a lot of TV or a lot of programs, and this has happened before. A lot of stuff pertaining to fear, and fear dictates most people, so in order to generate revenue, population control, and an alternate focus, the entire nation was overwhelmed with fear of illness, fear of war, fear of not making rent, fear of death, fear of crops burning. Yet while all this was going on, everything flipped, as far as we knew. You couldn't walk into a bank without a mask on. Car companies were making money from air filters in order to make masks. I couldn't go to Fort Campbell without a mask on. How many illegal actions took place without having the identity of people you see? I'm nearly 30 years old, yet my first memory of the news was 9/11. A little later, it was a war on oil. A little later, it was racism wars. A little later, we had the black president and people in areas that were dominantly white who hate communism living in commonwealths were just following the crowd with MAGA hats, and it was almost like you were supposed to be racist. There was rumors that CERN was making people disappear, fear of draft. A little later, it was coronavirus. Remember the chicken sandwich wars? When is the news going to say something like massive peace treaty causes billionaires to spread the wealth? It's not going to say that because if everyone's Superman, they need somebody to be Superman to make money. So everyone can have a mansion. It doesn't work like that because they know war generates money, and it always has.